Well, let's take you to Bronkhorstspruit, where some of the accused in the 4 billion rand diamond scam have been granted bail. Our reporter Ntokozo Khumalo attended proceedings and joins us now. I believe, Ntokozo, you are with one of the people who actually got bail.
Absolutely. Well, we are here with Walter, who was accused number 8, and he did get bail granted in the court this afternoon. Thank you so much, Walter, for talking to us. If you could just give us insights. It's been a long day for you and the other co-accused. How do you feel having received that bail?
Well, I mean, it's a lovely feeling. I can tell you, to stand under the trees, to feel freedom. There's no cage around you. And of course, also talking to 2 lovely ladies helps. But yeah, no, look, I'm obviously it's an adventure, right? I mean, like anybody who's been inside, locked up in the cells, you know, the feeling that you have when you're there, I mean, you're on your own. You're cut off from any contact. I mean, your phones are taken. So you rely on people on the outside. And I feel so grateful. I've got people who support me. I mean, I didn't even ask them. They just came to support and assist where they can. And I mean, that's priceless. So I'm very thankful for that. And yes, and as far as energy is concerned, you know, I'm holding a drink here to get energy. So, because that's one thing you miss inside, okay? You do get a loaf of bread, but your system is not used to eating bread all the time.
And now it's a long journey ahead of you, Walter. How are you going to be just keeping up to ensure that, you know, you do present your case in court?
Well, being a lawyer, I know the legal processes. The main thing is, once you're out on bail, I mean, you must just adhere to the bail conditions. The case itself is a vast and voluminous matter. I mean, it's not a matter that will be finalized in a few days. I've heard it will take about 2 months. They're going to reserve 2 months for the case to be heard. It will also take a long time. It will probably go, the magistrate mentioned 5 years. But yeah, it's a very interesting case. I mean, remember my position, I was a lawyer for a client for a few years, and of course now I'm dragged into this. But I'll have to deal with it the way I mean, I'm not going to hide anything, or I'll just be very straightforward, because and if there's anything wrong down the line, nobody's perfect, then I will take my punishment for it. But certainly my stance is that I'm innocent, and I'm allowed to say that. Remember, I may not talk about the case itself, and yeah, there's 9 accused, so it always makes it more interesting and a little bit more difficult to predict. Yes.
Well, Walter, thank you so much for talking to us and giving us those insights. Of course, Vuyo, we also did hear from the National Prosecuting Authority that was with us in court. Lumka did highlight that accused 1 and 9, of course, being Louis Liebenberg and his wife, Desi, have not indicated whether they will be putting through an application for bail. The other co-accused will be back on the 31st of October for their bail hearing. But let's take a listen to what the NPA had to say about today's proceedings.
We will be opposing bail for some of the accused. At this point, you must remember the reason we did not proceed with bail, the state needed to confirm their addresses. So once we do that bail investigation and we establish that, then we will decide whether we will oppose or not oppose bail.
Well, Vuyo, as we heard there then from accused number 8, who was granted bail with some conditions. He does not have to, though, report to the police station on a weekly basis. A condition of them actually getting that bail is them handing over their passports to the leading investigator. So if he is out here with us, it means that he has done so and paid through the deposits there. So the case back next week, Thursday, the 31st of October, to hear the bail application for the other co-accused, except for accused 1 and 9, Vuyo.